Appreciate y'all joining my live. Appreciate y'all sharing it. I appreciate y'all liking my live, loving my live. Leave hearts below if you got anything that you're grateful about. If you got anything in your life that you're grateful about, if you ain't ashamed of what you have, leave me a heart below. If you ain't ashamed of expressing to God what you grateful about right now, leave me a heart. I appreciate them hearts, y'all. Let's get it, man. I want to talk about the self-cherishing mind today. Now, y'all know, y'all know I'm big on self-love, putting yourself first, and all of that, right? Which is super important, right? But that's only important for us. You got to understand, you don't do this for no other reason than for oneself. You know what I'm saying? You show that love for oneself. No, nothing else, right? So I had a moment last night, y'all, where I had to separate myself from what I wanted for what someone else wanted, right? And that's the self-cherishing mind. Sometimes as people, we feel like we are just so fucking important, like our opinion matters so much else for somebody else's life. Like what we want, the things that we like are so much important than everybody else's. That's the self-cherishing mind. And I had to realize it was something I was thinking about in my life, and I'm like, I want this shit so bad, and I gotta make this shit seem so important for everybody else. But really, this shit is only important for me. You know what I'm saying? The self-cherishing mind. And let me break that shit down a little bit more. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody? You had a conversation with somebody, and this is after you have thought about this particular idea, this thing that you want so bad, this person that you want so bad. You done wrote it out, you done thought about it a million times, and you just gonna go for it. You just like it. It's just something that you really want to do, right? And you go to someone else and try to tell them about it. You're not asking for their opinion. You're not asking for their permission or anything, but you go and tell them about it, and they got all this shit to say about how they feel about it. The self-cherishing mind, y'all. That is the definition of the self-cherishing mind. Like, you are so important. This doesn't matter for that other person's life. That person, what she wants is fucking important too. What he wants is fucking important too, y'all. It don't matter that it's not as important to us as it is to them. It's important for them, y'all. That's the self-cherishing mind. That is the self-cherishing mind, y'all. Like, why do we think what we want is so far more important, and it has to be on that person's top priority list as well, y'all? Why? Why do we feel like that? That's selfish as fuck of us to think that because we feel like this way about something, because we would do it this way, we think about it like this, that's the only most important way to be, y'all. And everybody else got to have that at their top priority list, y'all. That's the self-cherishing mind, y'all. We got to let that shit go. We got to let it go. We gotta let it go. Now, I'm not saying what we want not important. If you think that, you're missing the point. You are missing the point. What I'm saying is what we want only matters for us. The things that we like only matters for us. It's so important to us. And that has to be okay. You can't expect somebody else to want that thing that you want so fucking bad that it's making you act out of character. It's making you mad and upset at them because they like something different than you like. Y'all help me understand that. And I'm learning this shit myself, y'all. I'm learning this shit myself. I don't never come on here and talk about things that I'm not actually experiencing, looking up, learning about, getting opinions. Like, this is real life shit that I be talking about, y'all. Real life, real deal talk, y'all. The self-cherishing mind. We think what we want is so fucking important. Like, you be telling somebody how you feel. You're not asking for their opinion. You're not asking for anything. You're just trying to express yourself. You're just trying to say what it is that you're feeling. But they go and telling you, oh, but me, the self cherishing mind, y'all. Woo. I'm telling you, I had to learn. I had to hush myself last night. I had to humble myself last night from having that self-cherishing mind. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, y'all. I don't know what it is that has ingrained this. You know what I'm saying? I think it's because we put too much focus on the external world. I think we care too much about out there. I think we care too much about what's going on out there, what that person feel like, what that person would do. Comparing ourselves to others, we can't do that shit. That's self-cherishing. That's people pleasing. I can go down a long list of why I don't feel it's okay. We put too big of an emphasis on the external environment. So we gotta let that shit go. We definitely gotta let that go. We gotta let go of thinking that what we want and what we like is so goddamn important that if something on the external of us has any different opinion, any different feeling about it, that my life, like you create that anxiety and you like, oh shit, I'm mad at this person because they don't like this and they don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Like it matters so much for them. Our goals are okay. I promise you, we can all eat. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing the business with my partner Desmond for years. We both can eat. I can share and I can like what I like. He can do the things that he like in the business. And we both can eat. We both do eat, y'all. It don't matter that he don't do this particular thing the way that I would do it. It don't matter that I won't do it the way that he would do it. He tell me how he do it. Oh, cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? No judgments. And then if we learn about it, if we bump our head about it, we go and talk about it objectively. You know what I'm saying? We talk about it objectively. Like we talk about for what it is and not what we would do. That's the self-cherishing mind, y'all. We gotta let go of this self-cherishing mind, man. How y'all feel though, man? I'm telling y'all, I had when I moved to Orlando, I went and started this Buddhism class. Um, and that's a story within itself on how I started looking into Buddhism. But man, learning from the Buddha and his principles on just life and love has shaped my life in so many different ways. And that's how I came about the self-cherishing mind. I went to one of those Buddhism classes. I missed, like, as a matter of fact, I may be trying to go. I need to go back there again soon because that was the first time, y'all, like I stepped outside of like I ain't gonna say the first time, but that was one of the most memorable times where I stepped all the way out of my comfort zone and went to something. I went to a Buddhism class, like a Bible study that you would normally think of, traditional Bible study, but for Buddhism. And I just did it. And I just did it. And it helped shape my life in a whole lot of ways. I'm not gonna go out here and say I'm Buddhist now. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the Buddha talked about enlightenment and he talked about love. Like Buddhism talks about how spreading peace and spreading love is not a lot of that fear-based other religions that's going on. And I'm not really saying those religions are bad. Don't let that go over your head. I'm just saying a lot of it is fear-based. A lot of it is if you don't do this, you will get this, and that's fear-based to me. And some people learn like that, so I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with those type of teachings, but for me, I like talking about the positive side of things. Like I like to talk about the solutions. I don't even like bringing up the negative part of it. I don't even like even giving the negative shit any energy whatsoever. I like to talk about peace, love, and light. You know what I'm saying? That is the focal point that I feel like Buddhism covers, and I be tapped in. I had bought two books. I had got two books to read after I left those classes. I missed that class. I want to go back. But they talked about the self-cherishing mom, and they talk about how, we think we are so important to the point where We create our own suffering by wanting other people to view what we view as with the equal or equal importance. You know what I'm saying? Like we create our own suffering by wanting other people to think the way that we think, right? To do what we would do. We create that suffering within ourselves. And once you learn to release that, once you learn to release the external environment, then you will start learning how to feel self-love and confident and self, like all of the love shit that I be talking about. You'll learn how to feel that within because you don't really care about what they was. That helps you keep a full cup. So now you can care even more about what they want, right? Because you're the want and the love that you have for the thing that you have, you're not so overly consumed that you want that other person to want that too. You 100% satisfied with the fact that you want it and you're gonna get it, and that's okay, regardless of what everybody else. That helps you allow somebody else to want what they want too, because you don't care, because you getting what you want every time. That's the self cherishing mind, is when you can learn to get rid of wanting somebody else to do what you want to, and you're 100% okay with them liking it the way that they like it. Then you can build that self love, and you can eliminate the self cherishing mind. And it's a fucking process. It's a journey. I feel like it's maybe a lifelong journey to just heal. So every day I'm making an emphasis to just heal from some of the ways that I think, some of the actions that I take. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things that I do in my life that I'm not really proud of. I try to make it a very big emphasis to heal from that. You know what I'm saying? Like heal from some of my self-sabotaging ways, some of my self-cherishing things. Like I want to heal from all of those things. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoy that. And every time that I start working on that and I start learning more about myself, I feel way more fulfilled with my life. I feel way more love for my life. It makes me and helps me appreciate my flaws more. You know what I'm saying? It helps me realize like the thing that I thought was so bad about me really ain't that bad because it helped me. You know what I'm saying? It helped me look at things different. It helped me do things different. You know what I'm saying? So now I can be in gratitude about some of the flaws that I had. And that's how I build self love. That's how I build self love within myself. That's how I'm continuously building self love within myself, y'all. I practice this shit daily. When I meditate, when I pray, when I read, when I journal, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I become 1% better every single day, regardless, because I'm healing from something. I'm learning something. I'm having fun. I'm spending time with people. Like I'm genuinely in the moment, in the present moment with everything that I'm doing to help me appreciate it more. I'm not hanging out spending time with one person and doing something else like social media at the same time. They not getting my 100% attention. Now I got to split my attention and have that shit take energy from me. So I'm gonna focus on one thing that I'm doing, so I can focus on I can focus on 100% of the next thing that I'm doing, and I can get it done quicker. So it helps me be in the present moment. Like grateful, y'all. I swear to God, I'm grateful. You got anything that you grateful about, big or small, drop them below. Season 2 of the Money Talk Mondays episodes coming real soon. What y'all can do now, y'all can go to the link in my bio. You can go and leave a gratitude session, and I'll put y'all on the show when I drop. Every time I do a show, towards the end, I do a gratitude session, and I express what I'm grateful for, and I give my audience, people just like you, to be on the show and say something that you're grateful about too, right? When I post this video, I'm gonna go back and drop the direct link. You can do a voice message, y'all. You don't have to show your face. All you doing is leaving a voice message, letting anybody know what you're grateful for. You know what I'm saying? And when you hear yourself on the show, it's gonna make you feel so good because you're gonna record that now, and you're not gonna hear it until a future episode. And once you listen to that episode and hear, you might be in the slumps that day. You know what I'm saying? And you might hear yourself say the things that you're grateful for, and it'll change your whole day. And then somebody else might be going through something that you talked about on the gratitude session, and now you done changed their life. So I'm gonna leave a link, and y'all please drop me a gratitude memo. It can be big or small. You can say something quick. You can say something elaborate. Some success, accomplishment that you just had in your life. You can drop that. Until the next time, y'all, I'm out. Peace, love, and light to your life. If you listen to the end, y'all, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And the universe loves you. And the universe is saying everything that you want is already here. Peace out. Love.